is going to be a very simple activity. Okay, so okay, how to create the 4 virtual machine. So this is all, all this would have already been set up by your VMware team or some other team within your projects that you're going to get into. So you might not be doing this, but having the knowledge of this will help you to ask them the right questions. Okay, when you're trying to get into a team or something. Okay, when you want some information, this task will help you to ask them the right set of information, the right set of questions. Okay, now how will you create the 4 virtual machines in Azure? Okay, now in production, what will happen? It could be in Azure, it could be in VMware, it could be a physical server that could be present in some location across the globe where you will be able to access it remotely. Okay, the same way how we do it. But after we create the virtual machines here, it will be the same experience that we will be having in the production. Okay, now let me go ahead and tell you what we will do first. Okay, so we'll create something called as resource group. Okay, so resource group. So imagine that whenever you set up a new organization, first thing is you need a space, right, for you to put your servers into, for you to put your networks into. Okay, so this resource group is nothing but a enclosed space within your cloud environment. Okay, where you will actually put your servers. Okay, inside this resource group. After putting servers, you have to connect those servers together now. So for that you need networks. So basically you will set up your networks within the resource group. Okay, now let me see which resource group is available for us. Okay, give me a minute. So I have my Azure subscription and I can create a resource group name here. Let me create resource group underscore East US. Okay. Now, guys, let us see. After creating this, we might have to recreate it again because sometime what will happen is if the virtual machines are not available to us perfectly in the East US, we might have to come back and recreate it. But for now, let me go ahead and use this RG underscore US. Click on next. I don't have any tags as such. Create. So create. Now, once you create your resource group, the next thing that is going, so you set up a room now. Okay, now your room is ready. Okay, my this resource group is like that. After this, you have to set up something called as networks. So how will you set up the network? So you have to connect multiple machines together now. So you have to set up a network. So we create something called as virtual networks. Go to search and look for virtual networks and you'll find this icon. Okay, virtual networks. So you have to look for this icon. Okay, within that. So let me give it in the WhatsApp for you not to get confused. Virtual networks. Create. Now here I'm going to choose the already chosen resource group RGUS. The name of the virtual network I can give here as VNet underscore US. Okay. So VNet underscore US. I'm going to click on next. Now it's asking me to configure my subnet. So don't worry about this. These are not something which you're going to do in the production. There will be a separate team called a network team that will be handling all that they will give you is to handle your SCCM. They will just give you your IP addresses. Nothing else you will have to do. Okay, so this thing is just for your know-how purpose. Don't worry, you will not be doing all these things, or do not go or dive into these concepts. Okay, to start with SCCM. Okay, now let me go ahead and give the address space here. 10.13.1.0/24. So basically we are giving this. Okay, so basically we have a a specific. Give me a minute, what did I do? Oh, sorry, I have to give it as 0.0/16. Then I'm going to give my subnet here. So this is the entire IP address range within which my machines will be set up. For the within this IP address range, I'm going to take a small subset of that particular IP address, and I'm going to name it as US East US underscore subnet. 10.13.1.0/24. So if you see, I am just taking some simple 251 addresses. Okay, I am going to click on add. Now review plus create. Or I can go to security, disable tags, review plus create. So I've configured my IP address space and I've configured my range. Click on create. Basically, it is deploying the resource group. It's deploying the networks within the resource group onto the cloud. Now, after this, I will have to create something called a virtual machine. Now, I have my room ready, I have my network connections ready with the internet and everything. Now, I have to create my virtual machines. So, if you click on introduction, my virtual machine, create. So, Azure virtual machine, click on this. Now, let's see, guys, if we have. Now click on RGUS, and I'm going to first create a virtual machine by the name domain. First, we need Active Directory for any particular SCCM to environment. SCCM works with your on-premise environment, so you need something called as domain. So the region, this is where all the free services are available. Let me take East US. Oh, it's not there. Okay. Only in West US it is available as of now. South Africa, UK. Okay, let me try this. West US. Let me see if I have Windows. Okay, I have a Windows Server 2012 data center, Azure Edition, which is free. I'll choose that. Okay, it is taking one vCPU with Let me take this, guys, because this will become very less. So let me take this. Okay, it's a DS1v2 with one CPU with 3.5 GB memory. Because if I choose this, it is very, very less. I want this. I want a better size. So here, now always remember, I'm going to use standard usernames and passwords. Okay, So this is after I create this, this is basically to log in using a local admin account. Okay, so this is as soon as you build a machine, the first time to log in into the machine, we will use this account. So SMS service. SMS, this was the old name of your SCCM. Initially, they gave the name as SMS. So I'm using that name. Okay. Password is capital P A S S W O R D 1989. So it's password 1989. Okay. So RDP 3389, this is a port that will allow you to log in through the internet. Okay. This is like a port that will allow you to sign in your machine into internet. Now, okay. Let me review plus create. So there is a validation error. So what I have to do, I'll again come back to basic, see where my error is. If I go on next, so it is taking my premium SSD. All SSDs, only SSDs are being used. Network. So I have my RGUS VNet, domain IP, everything is good. What else? What else? Click on management. Always disable this boot diagnostics, guys. If it's going to cost you more, try to disable this boot diagnostics. Advanced tags. Let me click on review plus create and see if I made any mistake. Validation passed. Now take 1 minute and see. Okay, Azure group is RGUS, its domain. Okay, the region we are doing is Invest US 3. Okay, image is Windows Server 22 data center. The RAM we are running is standard DSP1 into 1 CPU 3.5 GB memory. The username is SMS service. Okay, and the virtual networks is under the same resource group. Let's see if it's going to work. So what I'm doing is I'm deploying a virtual machine, guys. A fresh VM is being deployed. Okay, now simple virtual machine is deployed. Okay, here you will see the status as running. Just wait for it. Because you will not do all this in production. Mission will directly be given to you, console will be given to you. From there, you have to work. That's around easy jobs. This is just in the background infra for the lab we are building. So that you can understand the workflow, what is happening in the back. Not difficult, guys. So now I have to click on refresh. See, the machine is running now. Let me click on domain. Click on connect. See, domain connect, you don't bother about all these things. Just click on RDP. Download the RDP file. Now it's asking me, it's asking me save or open. So I'm just clicking on. Right, you will get something like this. Then click on connect. It's a RDP connection box. Connect. And you'll get a prompt like this. Now here you give that SMS service account that we give. SMS service password is capital PASSWORD 1989. I'm going to share that username and password for you guys. Please use the same. Okay. This is it's SMS service. Password is password. 1989. Okay. Use the same username and password. Okay. For you guys to start. Now, after logging into the machine, see, it's a brand new machine that you got. How much time did we get to deploy it? I think 5-10 minutes. Okay, that's the whole point of doing it in Azure. You will be able to deploy or you will be able to scale up quickly. Okay, now click on close. Yes. So here, what we can do, there are some settings that we have to do here. Okay, for us to, even before initiating or doing any activity. The first settings, I'm going to show you step by step. Okay, the first one is we're going to disable update. I don't want any disturbance within my, I don't want any patches to be installed while I'm doing the lab or disturb my current setup. If I click on this, so here I don't have an option to disable. So there's a method for us to do that. Okay, a method to disable update. So let me open my PowerShell. And here let me open my PowerShell in admin mode. So we have something called as SCConfig or sconfig. It will open up another very simple. Okay, the step is going to be first one. Okay, let me put it in the chat. After the machine is up and running, open the PowerShell in command. Open the PowerShell and run the command sconfig. After pressing that, the next step is press 5. Okay, then press 5. After that, press 3. Okay, press 3. Okay, one second, guys. Let me put it in the chat. Yeah. Now, after this is done, okay, If you go and refresh here, see, never check for updates. This is first setting. The next setting is IE enhance security configuration. I'm going to make it as no, because every time you try to log into a browser, it will ask for you to some kind of a security check. I don't want that. Next, I'm going to disable the firewall. Okay, in production, normally the firewalls would have been disabled, or they would have had a separate firewall on their own within the internal network. It's very rare that the same firewall, outside firewall or the Windows firewall is used. Go to advanced settings. So let me do, for you guys not to get confused, I'm going to stop. I'm going to go to click on Windows Defender Firewall. Click on this. Then here you come to advanced settings. Then here you come to Windows Defender Firewall property. Click on domain profile off, private profile off. Now question is, should I remember all this, Kishore? No, forget about it. You need not do any of this. Okay, in production you will not do any of this. This is only for us to set up the lab. Okay. Click on OK. Okay. Close. Refreshed. Yes. Now Ethernet IP beam4 address assigned by DHCP. Click on this. You have to come to Ethernet. Double click on this. Then properties. IPv4 protocol version, IPv6 protocol version. Disable this IPv6 because we'll be only using IPv4 for our class. Click on IPv4, click OK. Close. Refresh. Okay. Now after doing this, that's it. There is nothing else you have to do. Just shut down the machine. For today, okay, in the domain machine, you're going to shut this down.
Now we can.
Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah. Now after this is done, okay, after we have set up everything, the only thing we're going to do, we're going to close this. Click on OK. Observe this. I'm going to come to select. I'm going to select my domain machine. I'm going to stop it. The reason I'm stopping it, because the longer the time it is switched on, the cost is going to happen for our lab. For our lab to $200 is it's a decent amount. You have to use it judicially to experience the scenarios that we do in the production. That's the reason I'm shutting down the machine after the class. Okay. So next, let me build one more machine. Okay. So this time I'm going to build something called as SQL. Give me a minute. Let me click on. Now, should I build this in production? No. This also will not build in the production because it already be there. Most of the roles that you're going to get, you will be will not be setting up anything new to start with. You will be either doing, once it is set up, you'll be managing it. Okay. Since for the lab, obviously we have to set up. That is why we are doing this. Okay. Let me name it as database. Region again, just US. I'm going to use server 2022 data center. Yes, it's going to take standard V2, 1 vCPU, 3.5 GB RAM. SMS service, username, password again, same thing. Only the name of the machine is different. Guys, one more thing, remember, always use the resource group. Make sure it is properly, whatever resource group you created, that you get populated. Sometimes By mistake, you will choose this. Do not choose that. Always make sure it is RG_US. Then you will start wondering why it is not working. So just to avoid that, make sure you copy the same thing. Frame by frame, double check before you do anything to start with. Okay. So it is going to be passport 1989. Then let me go to disks. Then it's going to be premium SSD, networking. Observe this networking. So it's RUSVNet. It's taking the IP automatically. In RG, I made a mistake, guys. It should have been RG. No. It's not allowed. Oh, let me see. Okay, subnet is taking properly. Database. Okay. Management. Disable the boot diagnostics. Review plus create. Create. Look at the amount, guys. 0.1260 USD per hour. Now let us look for the status here. Deployment is still in progress. Yes, it is deployed. If you come back to your virtual machines, it's creating. Let's wait for it. Now it is stopped and delicate. That means this particular machine is not getting charged. Now it is running. I can log into the machine, database, connect, RDP, download the RDP file, open, save and open. Now I'll get something like this, connect. Now here I'm going to type SMS service. Password is going to be password 1989. It's pretty simple, easy, guys. Here, or just you have to follow the steps frame by frame. Your lab will be ready. Now again, I have to do the same steps in this machine also. Local server, not open my PowerShell. PowerShell. Run as administrator. Yes, config. It will load the config, then press 5, press simple. Then you come and refresh here, never check for updates. And IE enhance security configuration, click on off. Then Windows Defender Firewall, advanced settings, Windows Defender Firewall property, step by step, off, off, off. Okay. After this, close this, close it, refresh. See off, INS security off, never check for updates. The Ethernet, only keep your IPv4, disable IPv6. Refresh, it will come as assigned by DHCP. That's it, your mission is basically ready. Close it. Click on this. Stop. Make sure before you close your browser, make sure it is stopped and elongated, because that's a confirmation that your money is safe. Got it? Okay. So your $200 credit is properly used. Okay. And you have any doubts, please discuss in the chat. Okay, while building, if you're facing issues, please discuss the chat. I will do my level best to help you guys. Okay, bye.